Leo Ascendant, your March calendar for 2025. A cosmic reset is here with new planetary shifts. Fresh energies are influencing your life. Let's decode the universe's message for you this month. So, before we begin analyzing the monthly chart for Leo, I just want to remind you this is not Western astrology, this is Vedic astrology. So, make sure this is for Leo Ascendant to get the accurate dates and the energies for those dates. So in this calendar, I'll go over the dates where you need to practice caution, your money days, your honey days, your learning days, and days for yourself. So let's begin, Leo Ascendant. So the month starts off on a stressful day where you need to be a little bit mindful of your energies. They will not be supportive on the 1st of March. So you want to lay low on this day as you will not get the energies around you being supportive. Now, moving on to the 2nd and 3rd, this is where you'll find that the energies are more supportive. You're feeling better by now. Okay, you're also more positive. Your energies are more positive now. And you want to do some self-reflection on these days. Moving on to the 4th and 5th, this is where your energies are more geared towards your career. So if you're doing something at work where you're showcasing your skill set, if you're working in teamwork, if you need to make a presentation, this is where you should see good results at work. You'll definitely get the credit that's due to you on these days. Now, moving on to the 6th, 7th, and 8th, this is where you should see gains. If you're doing any kind of socializing, if you're doing any kind of networking, any kind of social media, you should see good results, very positive energies on these days. Now, moving on to the 9th and 10th of the month, this is where you have to be mindful of your energies. The energies are low on these days. This is where you could feel lonely. You could feel like your energies are not supportive. Your feelings are not being supportive. So again, this is where you want to do some self-reflection. You're going to do some evaluating here. You're going to also do some introspective work here. But be mindful of your expenses as you could have unexpected expenses on these days. Be mindful of the decisions that you make on these days. So keep your decisions pending. Let this energy kind of pass so that you're able to make the decisions that are more in your favor. Now, moving on to the 11th, 12th, and 13th, these energies are positive now. So the energies have shifted into your favor. So these are your days where you want to focus your energies on yourself. So do some self-journaling, do some self-reflection, do some rejuvenating, some relaxing, and gather your strength. Because the week ahead is like, from the 11th all the way to the 23rd, very positive energies. So you want to make the most of these energies and do some positive work for the month of March. Now, moving on to the 14th and 15th, this is very good for you. Very positive energies. These are your money days. This is where you'll find that the money flow comes in easily. You'll find that you have more money in your wallet on these days. If you need to borrow money, this is actually really good time for you to ask for that money. You'll get it without resistance on these days. And also, if you've lent out money, this is a good time for you to ask for that money back, as you'll get it more easily on these days. If you're in the markets, these are also good days for you to look at taking profits. They're more favorable for those types of activities. These days are also this is a really good week for you to spend time with your family. So the 14th all the way to the 23rd, really good time at home with your family, with your siblings, with your home environment being very supportive. Now, if you have anything to say, if you want to communicate something, the 14th all the way to the 18th, really good days for you to do some communication. Your words will hold weight on these days. If you want to do any local trip traveling, whether it's for leisure, whether it's for work, then the 16th, 17th, 18th are really great days for you to do that. Now, the 16th, 17th, 18th are also great times for you to spend time with your siblings, especially the younger siblings. You'll see that your energies are very much in sync here. You'll have a really good time together, and the support will definitely be there. Now, from the 19th and 20th, this is where you'll really, really feel like the energies at home are supportive. The environment around you is loving. People are seeing eye to eye. You're getting the love and respect that you deserve at home. So So you're very happy at home. And you'll also see that your energies with your mother or your mother figures are also very supportive on these days. You're seeing eye to eye. The energies are loving, supportive. So you're very happy. Good home environment for you here. Now, moving on to the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. This is where the energies have now shifted to a more learning type energy. Your mental energy is very focused here. So if you're a student, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, great days for you to do some studying for a test, hand in that project, do that assignment, learn something new. You'll definitely be able to make the most of that energy for you. Now, if you're single, this is a good time for you to maybe take that date because the feelings will be reciprocated for you on these days. So, very favorable for you. Now, moving on to the 24th, 25th, this is where you have to be mindful of your energies, as your energies could be irritated on these days. This is your energies and also the energies around you. So you could easily get into a dispute with someone on these days because, the energies are just not favorable on these days. Also, you could have minor health issues on these days as well. We're looking at like cough, cold, flu type symptoms, irritable stomach. So be mindful of your health. Be mindful of what you're putting into your system, as it could not agree with you here. Now, you could also have debt and disputes on your mind. If you have any court cases, these are not favorable days for you. You will see that the outcomes will not be favorable if you have any dates on these days as well. So maybe move them around to your more favorable days so that the outcomes are more in your favor. Now, moving on to the 26th and 27th, this is where your energies have now shifted into a more positive, supportive space. So you're looking at more honey days here, more love and support with your spouse. You'll see eye to eye with your spouse here. You'll see that they're actually easier to talk to on these days. Now, if you're someone who is in business with someone, you'll also get along better with your partner on these days. So it might be a good day to have that business meeting with your partner because you'll have the outcome that you desire on these days, or at least they're willing to hear you out on these days. Now, moving on to the 28th and 29th, this is where you have to be a little bit mindful of your energy. The energies are stressed on these days, so you're not feeling your best. You're feeling irritated. You're mentally stressed on these days, and you're also emotionally stressed on these days. So I would say lay low on these days. Just let it pass. Now, moving on to the 30th and 31st. This is, again, supportive energy for you. Your energies have now shifted to more positive energies. Now, if you have any father figures, this is time where you want to spend time with them. Maybe get some advice from them. Let them know how you feel. Have that talk with them. And also, you're feeling very positive. You're feeling very spiritual. Your viewpoint of the world is more positive on these days. So definitely make the most of your energies. So overall, Leo Ascendant, you have a handful of days where you need to practice some caution. The rest of the month is your month. Now, the days where you need to practice some caution is the 1st, the 9th, and the 10th. 24th, 25th, 28th, and 29th. Those are the only days where you have to be a little bit mindful of your energies, be mindful of your decision making, be mindful of the energies around you, and also how you're, presenting yourself, how you're speaking. Be mindful of your own energy as well. Now, if we're looking at your money days, then the 14th, 15th are your best money days of the month. This is where you want to take profit. This is where the money flow is good on these days. Again, this is not financial advice. Please talk to a professional for that. If you're looking to learn about the markets, if you're in the markets, then definitely the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd are great days for you to look at the markets, look at the trends, and you'll definitely learn something new on these days. Now, if you're looking to invest further, then I would say the 6th, 7th, and 8th are great days for you to invest further. Look at your portfolio and see where you can make your changes and where you might want to invest further. Now, as far as your honey days, if you're married, then the 26th, 27th are the most favorable days for your relationship. And if you're single, then the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd are your more favorable romantic days. As far as learning, if you're a student or if you're somebody who's taking a new course or you're just learning something on your own, then the 21st, 22nd, 23rd are great days where your mental energy is very focused. And as far as March, If you want to take the restorative energy of the days during March, the 11th, 12th, and 13th are your best restorative days for you, where you could make the energies focused on yourself. Focus your energies on rejuvenating yourself, reflecting on yourself. So maybe do some meditation, do some self journaling, spend some time in isolation and thinking over your life, yourself, your goals, your desires, and you'll see that you'll make the most of that energy on the 11th, 12th, and 13th. So there you go, Leo Ascendant. There was March for you. Now, if you want to know how you're going to handle the month of March on a more emotional level, and you're not looking at dates and doing planning, we're just looking at your emotional well being, then you want to look at your Vedic moon sign. And this will tell you how you are going to, what days will be positive for you and which days you'll be more stressed mentally and emotionally as well. So definitely look out at the moon sign as well. Don't forget to send this to other Leo ascendants, as I'm sure they'd appreciate planning out their month as well. And don't forget to bookmark this calendar so you can refer back to it, or take a screenshot so you can refer back to the dates so you can plan more wisely ahead and use these energies to your benefit. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.